In this video, we're going to have a look at equations that have got a pronumeral on both sides of the equation. Now, the x is called a pronumeral. It's the variable, the thing that can change. So we still have to solve it, so we still have to end up with x equals. So looking at what we've got a 2x on that side and a 9x on the other side. We've got to get one, or both of them, over to one side. Now, I always take the smallest one. So I'm going over to the 2x. How do I get rid of a 2x? I have to subtract 2x. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. So on the left-hand side, the 2x's actually cancel, and all I'm left with is the plus 7, or just a normal 7. Then on the right-hand side, I've got this 9x minus 2x, which is 7x, and then the plus 21 is tagged on the end. So now I've got x and a 7x and a 21 on one side, but I want the x's by itself. So I have to get rid of the 21, doing the same on both sides. So on the left-hand side, I'm left with 7 minus 21 is minus 14, equals 7x, and the 21's cancel. This is really 7 times x. The opposite of timesing by 7 is dividing by 7. Do that to both sides. Minus 14 divided by 7 is negative 2. The 7's cancel, and I'm left with x. So writing it the normal way, x equals minus 2 is the solution to that equation. Let's try another one. This one's got x's on both sides as well. I'm going to take the smallest one and take it to the other side. The smallest one is minus 4x. The opposite is adding 4x. Doing that to both sides. On the left-hand side, I'm left with a 3. Then 7x plus 4x is 11x, and the 8 is still there, so I have to leave it there. I need to get the x's by itself, so I'm going to take away 8 from both sides. 3 minus 8 is minus 5, and I'm left with 11x, which is really 11 times x. The opposite of timesing by 11, dividing by 11 to both sides. So I'm left with minus 5 on 11 equals, the 11's cancel, so I'm left with x, or x equals minus 5 on 11. And that's the solution to the above equation. One last one to have a look at. Got x's on both sides. This one's got a minus 1 in front of it. The other one's got a 9. So I'm going to get rid of the minus 1x. The opposite of subtracting 1x is adding an x, and do that to both sides. So I'm left with 26 equals 10. Now minus 9x plus an x, I go up, so I get to minus 8x. Then trying to get the x's by itself, here's this 10, it's actually a plus 10. So the opposite of adding 10 is subtracting 10. Do that to both sides, and I'm left with 16 equals minus 8x. Now this is a minus 8 times x. So the opposite of timesing by negative 8 is dividing by negative 8. Do that to both sides. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. 16 divided by 8 is 2. The negative 8's cancel, and I'm left with x. So x equals minus 2 is the solution to that equation.